Hello, everybody, and welcome to, I believe, our third stream of Orghelovar single player. Or should I say, Orghelovar. I have never seen that L. My eyes have just completely glossed over the fact that there is an L here. So it's Orghelovar, apparently? Sure, if you say so. I'm probably going to completely forget about that in an instant and continue calling it Orghelovar, but, you know, whatever. Where we're at, though, I actually can't remember. We have a government reform that looks like I was avoiding yeah, the tier 5. I'm not sure which one I want to take here. Maybe land attrition minus 15% because I'm very bad with attrition. Could be the way. We can convert things to Ancestor Worship. I've actually lost the mined manuscripts of Melgar the Inventor, because we now currently only have 2 holy sites. Ernat Vir needs to be retaken. Hohodavar has been lost to Greedy Grin. Earthseed has been lost. All we have is mine. Amaldir is on. Is that Shattered Crown there? Yeah, it is. So yeah, we are having a rough time with this religion, though. My own personal belief is that we are going to be swapping over to a Pantheon when the event fires. So I don't know when that's going to happen, but it will at some point. We have an infested hold that I wish to deal with, so how about you stop drilling and you get your ass on your way over to Gorad. Do I know why 7-7R moved Jadar as a general for Jad, and that he removed the instant conquest of Zocca? Because Jad is a little bit too insane in Anbennar, so I guess he decided that it was a bit more balanced to have it this way, and it made it potentially a bit more seedable than it would have been otherwise. That's the... I was about to say excuse, but that's the reason that I've heard. Whether that's true or not, I don't know. But I have seen Jads go a little bit crazy before. But anyway, let us clear this infested hold of Gorad. We will be fighting 23 Black Orcs. They'll be of the Molten Brand Orc culture, which is kind of cool, I'm not going to lie. But then we get Ruined Hold, so we need to then fix that. Should not be a difficult thing to wipe those guys out, and it wasn't. And now that that's done, we can repair this for 157. Perfect. We still have no manpower, so we definitely need to work on getting our manpower back. Before I really go into any more wars, my province of Rail site in the like, I don't know why I had cores up here. I really don't. But whatever. We don't need to worry about it. Has Pantheon changed much since your crack run? No, it hasn't. It's just good, I think. And as I don't really want to do a full, you know, I don't want to conquer down to Gronstonat. I cannot be asked going all the way over here. Useless. The furthest I can see myself going is maybe like Hohodavar, potentially. Valakaz, thank you very much for the sub.
Go Glass.
Go Glass, indeed. I can see myself going to like Hohodavar, maybe Vertical Gulen, but like I can't really be bothered. The only reason I say Hohodavar is because I know that I want Vazumbrog, because this increases Artifice force limit fraction, and we will be doing Artificer stuff. But on that, nah. Anyway, I am thinking I don't really want to make any of those. Maybe this one actually can be full cores. But other than that, let's unpause, and we are going to remind myself what I'm studying. It's probably... where is it? Oh, I think yeah, we're doing the Abjuration. No, Enchantment. We want to get Enchantment Magic before I go to war with Ernat Vir, because then I can just take Kozanad without ruining the hold. And the same with Ernat Vir. And that's always a good thing. Do I have wrong religion people still? There's no orcs or goblins in my land. So I can turn this off. Actually, It's 50 admin to turn it off. I could just leave it. Because right now, all it's doing is giving me... Is it giving me anything? I feel like it shouldn't. Oh, there we go. Expelling orcs. Wait, I'm expelling orcs? I thought I was only doing goblins. Maybe we can stop the expulsion of orcs then. Yeah, there it is. But for 50 admin points, yeah, whatever. Get rid of that. We're going to be going after Rail Skulker at some point. We will do the demands of labor. Of course, we want to dig faster in... I think we're digging in Orghelovar. Would make sense. Kekig's prototype got copper. That's fine. Edouzoise. We need to go and deal with that. So, yeah. We want to continue going down the mission tree. Doing things that way. Ooh, that's worth it. I make quite a lot of money now, at least. So we're pretty comfy. But yeah, let's have a look at the mission tree and see what it is we need to accomplish today. So, I need to take revenge. All provinces over here are not goblin, so that's why we need to continue to expel the goblins. I don't believe there's any orcs over here. No, it's just goblins, so that's fine. We need to go to war with Awardia, who's allied with Ebethil, which is fine, because then I'll be able to take this as well. We'll need to go to war with Nathalair as well. But I would like to be a little bit more flush with manpower before I work on that. Let's do that one. Agenda of the Diet, what do we want here? Manpower at 50%? That seems fine to me. You want me to colonize Thieves' Bane? You know what? That's also good, because that'll give me settler chance and settler increase for 10 years after I complete it, so yes. Yes, we will be happily doing that. Hello, Rex. How are you doing? I can take stability. Sure. Works for me. We can take a new plutocratic idea. I think we will, actually. Get that unrest down a little bit. Obviously, this is a hugely important technology, and if I was in multiplayer, I would not have done that. But we're not, so I did. What other things do I need to do in the missions? Unexplored wilderness, I need to have an elf in the deep woods like me. So let's ally ourselves with Sirenvar. And we're almost there. I don't know why the improved relations actually stopped, because I've clearly done it a little bit. We'll get that up just a little bit more. At some point I'm going to need to do a little bit of admin dev. Whatever. I don't care to re-roll anymore. You're at 50%, so probably not going to do it there. Is there anywhere I can dev for real cheap? Where's my cheapest hold? Is hold Jorkad. You need repairing still, though. Go deal with that. Hello, General Konobi. You are indeed an bold one. Alright, we'll pop you there. We have fulfilled an mission that is being friendly with Sirenvar. To our surprise, it seems that different races live within these deep woods. We've heard word of elven nations within the forest who are fighting against orcs and goblins, just like we have. We should establish diplomatic relations with one of these elf realms. Perhaps we can lend a hand and come to a mutually profitable arrangement. So they have now gotten this event. And now I need to send a gift to them. Well, alrighty then. I mean, it doesn't need to do much, right? Now that we secure diplomatic relations with the surface nations, we can begin looking for allies within the Serpent Spine. We're not the only dwarves under these mountains. Other pioneering adventuring bands and remnant holds that survived the fall control some caverns and isolated holds. All present opportunities for beneficial partnerships that might strengthen our position within and beyond the Serpent's reach. So caravan power plus 10% until the end of the game. Beautiful. Hey, Ryland. Oh yeah, and I should say, I was not around for the game yesterday as, the Netherlands. I went to watch a film with my wife and, just had a nice night in afterwards. So, yeah, that's basically all there is to it. We went and watched Furiosa, which is very good. I do recommend. Can I dev you? You're 110. You need to get to 60, right? Yeah, let me just dev this 3 times. And now you can dig deeper. One of the core parts of Republic are the ceremonies of state. This is a time when disagreements and disputes between the patricians are put on hold so we can display our unity of purpose and show the world our strength. At a recent ceremony, disgruntled elements turned their backs on our traditions to air their disagreements with the ruling council. Right. So, do I have any new stuff here? I got some expeditions to do. I can spend my splendor as well. I think I'll get the war score cost for whole ships. Great stuff. Am I planning to just give Tungra all the surface land after I vassalize him? Yes, that's why I haven't full cored this. Beautiful hold. We won't bother with that. You should be drilling. And yeah, I need to get to 50% manpower, and then we're going to go to war again. The cavern can potentially spawn serpent's rot. Which cavern? Oh, you mean the ones that are uncolonized? Is that it? Told you the name of the mission last stream and pointed it out to you, so I should know. I've just been having a hard weekend. Oh, that's fair enough. I hope your hard weekend's getting a bit better now, then. Lawasar, why were we trying to be friends with you? Was there a mission that I needed to be friends with a outsider? I feel like there probably was. I can't remember. But I feel like I don't want to be your friend anymore. It's definitely getting better. Good stuff. I'm glad to hear it. I feel like I want to take this. Environmental protection charms is just so nice. That land attrition minus 15 is tempting me. I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna go for it. Also, reduced morale taken by reserves is also just really good. Defensiveness, look, I know that, you know, doubling up on your strengths is a good thing, stacking modifiers and all that, but it's really not necessary in in single player. You also need to get dug deeper. Oh no! Orghelovar is going to lose some... I only lost 1 and I lost a stab, which sucks. Don't forget I need ships at some point. I've already started, but... Oh, again? Really? Within a fucking second of each other? That sucks so hard. Holy, not funny. That is complete arse. So it took me only about a year to go from 0 to half on the IDU. Monthly increase of 17, so I think I'm fine to take this merchant. So I have no idea where I'm going to put the merchant, because the only thing that goes to here is the Deep Woods. The only thing that goes to here is bloody Erdent. I actually don't know where I'm going to put my second merchant. I'm going to leave it for now. Did the game crash and go back and early save? True. True. It could have... No, I'm not going to. The first of my navy is coming out of port. What I could do is exploit the development, gain some sailors. Kekik's prototype is done, so we're gonna send him down here. Forward up. Mix giving money to Vern is interesting. I can also upgrade a project, the Marblegate in Shaztondir. If I wanted to upgrade this, I would get Prestige and Splendor, which is not terrible. I think I will hold off, though. I need to either culture convert or accept the culture. How far am I away from this? I'm 150 away from being able to accept all dwarves. Oh, Miltech cost, like it. I will also grab me that stability back. By the way, someone knows how the mod version for CK3 is going? I am unfortunately unaware. I don't spend too much time looking at it, unfortunately. Am I alright? There was no stream yesterday? Yeah, I went to watch a film with my wife. We went and watched Furiosa. So I could not attend. That's all there is to it. Build all them buildings as well, because why not? Bjerxes. Regimental camps. Market, nope, everywhere that can build is building-ish. Don't I need TP there? TP where? Where? Trade power? Yes. But hey, mission fulfilled. Standing before the vast basalt gates of Gorad Air, thick with the heat and smoke of burning magma, it's easy to imagine the origins of the basalt dwarf's infamous fiery temper. Left a ruin by unchecked volcanic activity and the ravages of the orcs and goblins, we must restore this place and reclaim it for dwarf kind. Our scouts have already reported large obsidian deposits in the vicinity, a perfect opportunity to re-establish dwarven industry at the edge of the Argrod. So glass will be produced now in Argodston, replacing the copper. So, release the volcano. Gorad needs to be at dig level 5. Yo. All provinces in the caves there need to be 11 dev with a manufactory and a workshop. And then all provinces there I also need to own. So basically you need to start colonizing up here. That's fine. That was the next plan anyway. Gorbrad's tree reveals why the basalt dwarves are actually so angry. Was it like a dead fire giant underneath or something? Oh, I need to go over here. I also need these goblins to be yeeted out. They haven't been yet. Flint rock self-sustaining. Good stuff. How about you get on down here now? Start colonizing our way up these caves. I could use my merchant to collect trade in one of the nodes where your current trade is flowing out of. So, I don't know about that one. What I need to do is have enough trade power over here, and having a merchant collecting trade in a place, like, collecting trade anywhere is going to hurt me trade power-wise. Can I actually even get over there? I can. Oh, I can't... I can't send my ships there, though. What about if I collect from trade here? Temporarily. Temporarily. And then when he's arrived, I can go there, potentially, maybe? Yes. No. I can't even... Oh, this is going to be an awkward one. This is going to be an awkward one. I kind of want this. Expedition target. Nice. More goblins being expelled is always lovely. Soldier's household and forced march. Yeah, now you can dig too. Oh, I only have 8% power here, not worth moving. Yeah, I agree. I'm just gonna remove that for a while, I don't need to look at it. And more goblins being expelled is what we like to see. That's what we like to see. 1,000 gold or a Republican tradition? I'll take the Republican tradition. I need a merchant there first, probably because of ship supply range. Something like that. Oh, now I have to fight Eberthil. Ah, that's not fun. Not a fan of that. Sorry, I mean Busela. I don't want to fight Busela. In your opinion, what is strong for dwarves? Dwarven ancestor or dwarven pantheon? It entirely depends on... It depends on a couple of things. Are you in a situation where a lot of the caves have been taken over by goblins and orcs, and you don't really have that many when you plan to switch? Then Pantheon by far. Do you have absolutely every area completely locked out by dwarves? Potentially you could stay as Ancestor Worship. Overall, though, I think Pantheon is probably the stronger religion. I think Pantheon is probably the stronger religion. I don't think we take Pluto now. I think we wait. Yeah, I'm gonna have to dig a lot in Gorad. You've been playing with the constant 666 rulers because one of the gods boosts your ruler or air stats. That's cool. Oh, new fucking boats here as well. That's fun. I suppose I'm not hurting from money. You never played Pantheon and wanted some info about is it mechanically weaker? It's not mechanically weaker, no, I don't think so. At the very start, when you first swap over, it probably looks mechanically weaker because you don't have everything unlocked at the very beginning. But as you unlock more and more gods, it does even out. I think it's actually probably pretty well balanced. Well, Jorkad has been redoodadded. Build my mage tower. Cavern profits, very lovely. somewhat regretting actually taking the mission to get my manpower back. Oh wait, I didn't take the mission to get my manpower back. We don't need to give a fuck. Oh, perfect. Ordia, time for you to die then. Lava Water's got gold. Very cool. You never... yeah. Pantheon is best by at least a mile. Fair enough. Yeah, let's attack you. This will also give me a little bit more coastline with which to build ships from. Be fun if I could actually get over to, be fun if I could get over to Ebethil and actually siege it out and take it. That would be really cool. Then I could take this entire island. If you're wondering about what the music is, we're listening to some Witcher 3 soundtrack. I've played a little bit of Witcher 3, but not like an absolute ton. I haven't finished the game either. So maybe at some point we'll get around to doing that. Or I will get around to doing that. Crathanor has also invaded. Absolute bastards. My warrior fucks. Oh, they're gonna take that island as well. Who got there first, I wonder? Capped on dip. Capped on dip. Good enough. If I siege that, can I peace out for your coastline? Gimme. Oh, you won't give me that? Well, I could get this. It's a start. It is a start. We're gonna go after Nathala now. Even though I can't get to the capital. Like, almost certainly he's got way more boats than me, for sure. Or we could go to Busla and see if we can get military access to go down here. But firstly, yeah, Nathala, let's go after you. Decline that. We're going to obviously core up our new lands. Free advisor slot will go with... Does colonial range increase trade range? Have I ever played Witcher 1? I played a tiny bit of Witcher 1, yeah, and not very much at all. They're separate modifiers. Well, I'll take the trade efficiency guy then. Played a tiny bit of Witcher 1, tiny bit of Witcher 2, and then with Witcher 3 I got to the ghoul-infested battlefield before I stopped playing. Didn't stop because I wasn't enjoying it, I guess I just stopped. Lovely cavern profits. Take our techs. And I can still take that Pluto idea for the goods produced. Very delightful. Thankfully, he has a fort here, because that's probably all I'm going to need to get the thing started. Get the, get this Black Hill province taken. You don't have the ship supply range to get trade ships in Amicos, you have the trade range though. Okay. Orghelovar has been dug deeper. Which means I can build the doodad. Sure, I'll build it. Lava water is self-sustaining. So we'll move on to the Burad depths. Was that kobolds? There are kobolds down here. That's cool. Maybe at some point we'll see a kobold tag in this area then. If you didn't have a fort there, the AI would probably insist no provinces for you. Exactly. That's why it's so good that that he has this here. I'm gonna swap them anyway. Like we're on like the 28th. Because then, sure, I've got no morale, but now I've got some morale, so it's fine. And he shows up. He saw I was on 0 morale, he showed up, but then I got the tick. Now I got another tick. Oh, I don't have a leader. You're terrible, but I suppose you're good enough. There's no way I'm getting there. I'm actually losing up -1%. Get this war goal, and then we should be, unfortunately, unable to get much more. I can, however, reach my enemies. Let's actually roll a couple of generals. 6 shock. I like him. This is always going to get un-doodadded. Those are all goblins. Don't care about them. I'll take the money. Gorad, Agorston, Lodom, all getting mage towers. You love kobolds thanks to someone else you know loving them too, and the love was infectious. That's fair. Ferranulin. Damn, I'm gonna have to actually go deal with that at some point. Like, I can't even take one province because I don't have 10 war score. Very unfortunate. Oh, sieges. Let's blow it up. Make it a little bit faster. Even role-playing as very xenophobic dwarves, I let the kobolds stay around. They're fellow cave dwellers who've never done the dwarves wrong. I guess, I suppose that's a fair point. Dwarven racism is definitely, or xenophobia I should say, is very much a case of fuck the people who wronged us and never forgive. Like, it's all about, like, revenge and no forgiveness. And yeah, if the kobolds have never wronged them, then there's no reason to seek revenge on them. Anyway, that's your army dead. I can take the one province I want. Now it's just Busala. Let me go deal with the rebels first, though. What depth is my capital? Not deep enough. We are currently sitting at 7. I need to get to 100 for the next dig level. I don't know what level I need to be at for the missions. My recruiter died, so we'll swap him out for Mr. Morale of Armies. Dev cost, I like it. The only grievances kobolds have caused are theft and some light skirmishing raiding, but they likely view that as self-defense. Something like that, yeah. Right, these forts are going to be very useful. Yeah, let's see what we can do about Busala now then. Doesn't want to be threatened for it. In your current game, the gnomes are actually completely expelled all the kobolds from the Dragon Coast, so you like to imagine your dwarven empire as being the welcoming refuge. Not sure how grudge-heavy the dwarves of Anbennar are in comparison to other settings. There's a book of grudges in ancestor worship, but there isn't a hold-by-hold one, so I'm unsure. I feel like grudge-keeping is like a national or a racial trait of the dwarves. I think it wouldn't make sense if it wasn't there at all. I also kind of need this. Do I need it, or do I just need it to not be goblin? I need it to not be goblin. Alright, let's go. Holy shit balls. These are all Empire dudes. If I threaten war and he says no, will it call in everyone? I'm strong, but I'm not that fucking strong. Oh, that would have been helpful. I could force re-election and make me a 666. Or I could wait 3 years. I don't think we need to do that. Let's just invest the Splendor. Is it as severe as the Warhammer setting where you and all your kin are on the blacklist or just one specific person, or is it based on the severity of the grudge in question? I mean, I would imagine there is a entire racial grudge against orcs and goblins based purely on the fact that, you know, their ancestral empire got yeeted. But then on the topic of, like, there's probably individual grudges as well. Am I remembering wrong, or is there this crazy cult OPM in the Empire? I don't know if it's a crazy cult OPM, but I do know in the Bit Bucket there is a new religion called Infernal Court, and apparently you can get it if your ruler is cruel. So I think Durain, their ruler, starts as cruel, so they're usually the ones that pop it. Orcs are the main foes, goblins are opportunistic. Yeah, true. I still think it's probably viable that they have a, Oh, Ebethil! Oh, that's much easier. That's straight up just so much easier. When's my truce up with you? I don't know how they just got this back from Busala, but fuck it, they did, so we ball. That just pretty much saved my fucking campaign. Holy. Oh, we can go after them in 91. Any negative trait as long as you have Infernal Court hideout provinces. Oh, okay. Well, I don't know where those are. What's combat with right now is 29. Okay. Why is Wex at war with Carrick and Bar? Oh, is this the League War? It is the League War. War of the Coronite League. You would say dwarves destroyed themselves before the orcs. I would say that that's slanderous. Oh, I need one more click. And I can also take a policy for a provincial trade power modifier. That's kind of cool. Don't suppose any of these guys gonna let me have access, are they? Oh, you will. Oh, you legend. I'll even deal with your rebels for you. I'm so nice. I'm so incredibly nice. I'm not gonna siege it for you, but I just meant I would kill them, you know. You think Greater Grain also has the reason that the Citrine Gem isn't owned by Segdir at the start of the game? Does Greater Grain start with the Citrine Gem? Is that how that works? Oh, right, I also own Bala Ward, so I get that manpower recovery speed. I think that's worth spending on, actually. suppose at some point we need to be enemies with the orcs and expelling them so that I can go and take over Zumbrog. Let's do an expedition. Let's see, where have I got expeditions? Got one up here in Hazabor Quarry. Not one of these ones, is it? No. Okay. There's a whole mini branch of the tree about getting the citrine back. Scripted it to be in the tunnels near Segdir in Expedition. That's cool. I didn't know that. I've not played Segdir before. Alright, let us do an expedition then. We have gold medium. So manpower, 1,000. My morale is already at 8, which is, like, huge. I actually don't think I need to do this. Obviously org, though, I will org hard. 160 is fine. 100 crown party share, and supplies, I think we go mill. Lovely. The Emperor has been triumphant. Fun type, but very anti-MP. Yeah, we still have people that try it in multiplayer, though. There was a Segdir that formed when I was playing as Chain Grasper, and we have a Segdir in the current Wednesday multiplayer. And yeah, Ryland is definitely my dwarven frickin' history man. Do I plan on keeping East Overmarch is the question as well. Maybe I do. Either way, in a year's time, we go to war with Ebethil. It's actually going to be an annoying war because there is no forts to siege. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to take it as easily as I would potentially like to. I wonder as well. It's goblins. What is a goblin tag? Are there any goblin tags around anymore? Rail Skulker. No, they're not expelling goblins either, so I need to take it so that I can expel the goblins. Crack is your stress relief. Hey, Blackle is now Copper Dwarf as well. Not Copper, sorry. Cobalt. No government reform. Perfect timing. We're going to go do the Assembly of Holds, which is going to give me a parliament and disable the diet. Holds of the parliament seat gain a minimum local autonomy of -30, which is great because currently they have a minimum autonomy of 25, which, and that's for this level. I think that's my deepest one. Oh no, you're at 35. So getting all of the autonomy down by 30 is huge. So this is going to start coming down again. Be huge. Do I not have nobles, though? I do still have nobles, okay. But supremacy over the crown is gone. I didn't even realize I had supremacy over the crown on, to be honest. But yeah, firstly, we're going to do a debate. The debate is going to be... what? What do we want the debate to give us? Sailor recovery speed. Maybe we get that Republican tradition. Or reform. I like reform progress growth. And it's automatically done because the only seat is my capital. Now that we have the capital done, we're going to add every province to the parliament. And now add all the 30 dev provinces to parliament. And the 20. And add all seats to parliament. So now every single province is in the parliament. Which is quite a big buff, actually. Like, the amount that you get from being in the parliament is kind of nice. Production efficiency taxes, manpower, and sailors. So the manpower has just gone way up. Maybe it already went up afterwards. I need some transports for Eberthil. The idea that I'm landing here is kind of silly. Like, wait, oh, they only have 6... Well, I currently have 0 sailors, so there ain't gonna be no transports just yet. You know what? Maybe I attack Krathenor first. Actually, you know what? If he gets military access, I could just walk around. And they will get military access because they're bloody AI. And that's just what they do. I'm capped on dip again. Good enough. Alright, we're going to keep you. Molten core is self-sustaining. Cool beans. Send you there. Core that up. And... how close am I? I'm 30 dev away. Wait a minute. I know I'm going to give no more seats than I absolutely have to because I don't want to make it too costly to win debates, but Argordson has a government reform which lets you win debates for free. But does it really? What's the government reform for wait, no. But Argordson. Oh, I don't... Maybe I should play them at some point. Anyway, here I'm gonna dev you to 100, and we gon' you know what, I'm gonna build the castle first, and then I'm gonna dig. It's a brand new one. Goblins have fucked off, good. Golden Air for culture, that's cool. Truce is up. Oh, 91. We're gonna continue drilling. And you know what? More manpower buildings. More force limit buildings. more of those as well. Oh, and soldiers' households I need to start building too. Try threaten war. Yeah, I think I will threaten war first. But we're at a truce, so we can't. Quite a Republican tradition, that's quite nice. And when I get to 50, I'm going to swap over the frequency elections to sortition. Trader's layer of damage to the colony. Oh no! Wait. Back, you're supposed to march up there. I will deal with that for you. Ally of mine. Charleston Deer has dug deeper. Very nice. And Orghelovar can now dig deeper as well. Is there anything I want to build first? Yeah, I kind of want to build everything, really, before I dig deeper. That's the problem with Dwarven gameplay is you get, you know, you start digging deeper as soon as you can. And you're just so far behind on buildings because all you're doing is digging deeper, deving, digging deeper, deving, etc. There's never any, like, hold on, maybe I should do something other than just dig for a second. Miltech, 300 days. We can wait until the start of next year. But also, we build so fast because of the 33 base tax. Not digging, that goes in the book. We're gonna dig. We are gonna dig. The digging is going to commence. Just give me just a smudge to build as well. Dwarves are good at building as well as digging. Like, we can do both. You know, we're not one-dimensional. We're exceptionally two-dimensional. Truce with Ebethil is over. Alright, will you accept threaten? No, because you're occupied. That's annoying. Gorad is level 2. Very nice. Very nice indeed. I like it. But I'm digging. So while I was doing the digging, I got the auto digging. Anyway. Oh, Raven March. Will Coveray give me access? No. Nathla and Aaron and Wood, Torn and Wood, Celiande Wood, Sagamba Wood, Boosla would not. Well, I guess I'd just sit here and wait. At least there's no fort fuckery, right? I just have to wait until they either give access or they don't. Son of a bitch, This is not on. Whenever you dig a hold level, you aren't simply digging deeper, you're expanding the city down vertically, new buildings, infrastructure, etc. There's a reason it's a multi-year long process. Oh, for sure. Okay, they have showed up with a decent ruler. Decent general. That does mean that I can go and siege Raven March now. Go on, where you going, motherfucker? kind of wanted to trap him down here. That would be real nice. Don't need an ability, so I will just... Oh! Improve my capital, artisan motherfuckers! Let's go. Excellent. I'll also rebuild Dwarvar rails. Fantastic. The Oratorium, is that what it's called? Where the bleeding balls are we? Oh, we still just got, it says Artificery right now. Maybe it will say something new soon. Oh yeah, also I want to do that again and do that. Oh, my cannons have been upgraded to Demiculverins. I really want him to... I mean, he could siege Orghelovar. You know what? I kind of want him to siege Aldwigward, right? Then he'll move on to Orghelovar. While he's trying to siege this, I de-siege Aldwigward, move on, kill that, stack wipe. It's a beautiful plan. It's a beautiful, beautiful plan. It's foolproof, really. Truly. Feel free. You know what? You feel free. I would sortie and help you out if I could. Mechanically, I cannot though. Really, it should be Balaward that has the fort though, so this one's probably going to get deleted after this war. In my opinion, what tag is the most satisfying mission tree? Ascaray. Or, not Sarian, Varamha, the one here, Varamha. Because Varamha, at the end of your mission tree, you are becoming a fucking literal god. At the end of the Ascaray mission tree, you form the Sunrise Empire, which is a whole thing. The Sunrise Empire feels very satisfying to form. Come on. Good boy, finally. Oh, you don't want to go to Zan's End. I want to go to Land. Damn it. Yeah, well, this didn't work out at all, did it? I'll just go wipe the army again. Or do another siege or something. Your personal favorite tree is Bianfang Dahui. Oh! Pause. We finally finished improving our advanced artisan infrastructure in Orghelovar. Marble roads are flanked on both sides by magnificent workshops and studios of all trades and all sizes. Transportation systems ferry around any resource imaginable around the hold, from wheelbarrows of mithril to air tubes carefully moving the most precious of jewels to make sure no crafter is left wanting for tools or materials. The first hold to ever achieve this advanced specialization, we managed to produce a marvelous wonder, the Oratorium, which gives me trade efficiency, trade power, goods produced, all of that shit. Sounds amazing. My bloody Oratorium. Look at that. Ah! Sick. Fucking beautiful. I wonder... Oh, it's occupied by another enemy in another war. Alright, well, I will just take this. I will take a little bit of money. And, GG. And let's have the army go and explore the Oratorium. But yeah, Bianfang, perfectly balanced and paced for challenges and objectives to always be well scaled for your current strength and power. I did play Bianfang in a dual box, or I guess a co-op with Mimsy. He played as not Mo Huang, but he played as the Bai Honjing guy. And yeah, it was a good one. I enjoyed myself. Add all seats to Parliament, yes. Rebuild Dwarva Rail, yes. Wait, I'm trading in glass? Wow. Oh fucking time, not gonna lie. Let's increase the doodad of kobolds, that's fine. Extra missionaries, useless. So as soon as this soldier's household is done, we can dig, I think. Also, are we at 50 yet? Yes, we are. We're going to move on to sortition. So I live forever, basically. Or I rule until death. Perfect stuff. I get beautiful capital profits so often. It's great. Whatever. As well. Goodbye, goblins. Oh, I think that was the last goblin. I think that was the last goblin that I needed to yeet. It was indeed. Dwarves are well known for holding grudges, and we will always hold a special place of hatred in our hearts for the ruin the orcs and goblins wrought on our people. The grasslands of Awardia on the doorstep of our hold are infested with goblins. It'll be a great pleasure to pay the goblins back in kind. Establishing safe routes for surface trade is, of course, an important secondary concern. So I gain a permanent claim on the Awardia region, which is, I kind of already own it all, but whatever. A baseless crusade. I need to literally go and conquer provinces from you, or give them to Ovdaltungur. But you're allied with him, so I guess we're going to fight him as well. After we've done that, then here I need to do the Anbennar cost thing. When the Obsidian Legion has their content finally finished, which hold do you think they would be best to try and spawn them in as? Well, you want to be big enough, don't you? So it's one hold with a big gap to the next hold. Maybe somewhere like Harz Orghelovar, I think, would work. It's far enough away from Kugdia that it can take both. And probably far enough away from Mithridum that it could take all three holds. So probably, I think, Harz Orghelovar. Anyway, I'm going to go to war now. And it's going to be over Murud, Madirud. Our boats are going to stay exactly the fuck where they are, because obviously I can't beat them on the water. But I don't need to. Roll another general. Quite like you. Oh, wait, they were totally going to beat me in a siege race. I do not want my boats to die. No, 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 no. Don't do it, you bitch. Don't do it. Okay, good, 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 good. Fuck out of here. Good battle. Where are these rebels? Nowhere I care about. Nice. You know what? What siege magic do I have? Summon an elemental? I like it. Conjure that elemental. It's great. Alright. Minus 33% siege ability is kind of huge, actually. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Surely I can win the siege race now, right? Right? Maybe? Really don't want to lose my ships. Oh, this came at the wrong time, bro. Another nation has abandoned ancestor worship and turned to the Pantheon. This has led to discontent, as some are now demanding that we also take up worship of the Pantheon. Others demand that we stay loyal to the one true path their ancestors walked and not bother revering gods that abandoned our race before. Of course, where Grand Mayor walks, most will follow. I mean, we gotta. Is that a future stream for you when the Obsidian Dwarves are finished? Yes. I don't know if it's going to be multiplayer or single player. But we're going to say that, yeah. The Pantheon will light our future. I can't become Defender of the Faith. So, got to use our 2 dudes. I've only got 1 colonist now as well, which is kind of balls. Anyway, select deity. We don't have any right now. So we gotta wait on that. Oh. Oh no. Oh no, I'm trapped. Haha. Yeah. Whoops. I have to win the siege race. Which is not gonna happen, obviously. Well, fucking RIP my boats. Hang on. Get me my sailors back. Give me my sailors back. Oh, I got it. I still can't fucking get out, though. Shit. Wait. Why are they not moving? Turmoil engulfs the country. Our decision to abandon ancestor worship has upset or enraged a significant portion of the state. The army and the civilian population as a whole, ancestor worship fanatics have begun agitating for open rebellions, and evidently some individuals are certainly contemplating it, if they're not already moving in secret to do so. Certainly be a period of turmoil unlike anything we've experienced before, for this is a struggle near unheard of in Dwarven society. A struggle of faith. Indeed. I have a 3rd mission. I have 5 missionaries? Yo! Where the fuck we get these guys from? Azirnuk. Oh, that's what that is. Okay, makes sense. Did I park these in Pasha by any chance? Delete the ships, you get your sailors back. I'll get most of them back. I'll get some of them back. do that. Tell you what, I could just do that. Oh no! No, don't do it, my boots! They're not going to go through Shazdandir, though, let's be honest. When did they add that button? Which button are we talking about here? Rip. Alright, let's go back, get back Edda's ways. Spend money to make Dwarven Pantheon seems fine to me. I need to be out of war with Tungur. He's almost going to accept this. If I take back Edda's ways, I'm just going to assault that one, to be honest. Come on, die, bitch. Come on, give me what I want. Not like I'm asking for the fucking hold, after all. Maybe after these are de-sieged, then we're gonna be fine. Alright. Fuck off away from there. Thank you. Oh, and a stack wipe as well. Come on, Tungur. Come on, Tungur. You want to fight me on a island? Sure. Oh, rebels. Okay, fun. Ugh! Okay, we're gonna hold that off to the side for an moment. Can't believe I won that battle. If I siege just this, it's probably going to be enough to get him over, right? Right, give me what I want. Okay, good. This allows me to walk where I want, which is the important thing. Nobles, defend Orghelovar for me! My nobles shat on them. Shazdandir is going to get a foundry, right? As our hold progresses ever deep into the earth, it's come to our attention that, like in the days of old Dwarf, a hold must specialize to witness its true potential. For now, Shazdandir must decide to focus on a certain aspect, based on what natural resource and opportunities the hold has available. Will it focus on the infrastructure of a foundry hold, full of conveyors, tracks, and great forges to outscale any other metal production? Perhaps infrastructure to maintain an even higher population, a metropolis, houses stacked upon houses carved upon the walls of the Dwarvar, where city and commercial businesses can flourish alike. Maybe a hold to focus on the finer arts, a hold beautifully crafted with elegant architecture to please and inspire our master artisans and crafters. Or might it even have the infrastructure to support vast vertical farms so our hold will be green with plant life to feed our people? Or perhaps the hold will lean towards military matters with large fortifications and massive roads so as to defend ourselves against outsiders, both above and below. Permanent tradition and professionalism are both nice, that's true. Yeah, alright, we'll do military. Oh wait, they actually just straight up siege it? Okay, of course they do. I'm no longer trading in glass. The morale is absolutely trash here. Well, that sucks. I need to enter my land, please. Can I come in? Can I come in? How I got into this position was I attacked Crathanor, and while I was in Crathanor, we had the religious problems disaster. That's fine. Summon an elemental on Orghelovar. 41 siege ability. This should not take long, right? 42 days, of course. The whole specialization that is more text-oriented, Metropolis or whatever, is the one that gives bonus to Artifice capacity. Right. So what do I need to do to have Metropolis show up? Like, is that a... Do I need to do admin dev? Do I need to do mill dev, dip dev? Of course, opportunistic bastards. Where is this? The Marble Galleries. Isn't that around here somewhere? Yeah, it's right there. Soon I'll be through Orghelovar. Come on, you fuck. The chaos of the Godwake has not spared even our court, with many within our halls refusing to turn to the Pantheon. Debates and discourse are rife, and court intrigue dangerous even in the best of times, and its turn deadly. Worst offenders on both sides have no shame about it. Something must be done, and quickly. One of our closest advisors suggests holding a large theological debate followed by a feast to calm tensions and help air grievances. Another suggests the practical approach of simply banishing the ancestor worship adherents from our court. I mean, I'm just gonna, yeah, I'll just spend. That's fine. I'll spend. Can we not be sieged here, please? I've already got defensiveness on. Fuck. Come on. 57, please. Please! Thank you. Fuck off. Alright, I think we're still in control. We're still fine. Spinel is an oxide mineral and is often found in octahedral crystals. It's typically found in 3 geological situations. It's crystals in limestone and dolomites that have been subjected to contact metamorphism as irregularly shaped grains and basic igneous rocks, as well as waterborne pebbles in alluvial deposits. It seems we found a huge deposit of it on the way down. Increase dig speed to the end of the game. Sure, I'll take more loans for that. Let's actually just take some... Apparently not. Can't do anything with that. That's fine, whatever. I like elves, that's fine. The discovery that Dagran Everbeard is both an ancestor of dwarvenkind and a god has sparked intense theological debate on what this means for our race. Some are questioning whether this implies that we are divine in some way. If so, have we always been divine, or did we lose our divinity at some point in the distant past? On the other hand, if we were never divine, does this mean Dagran was not truly a god? And what, precisely, defines a god in the first place? While official interpretations have been released, these questions have added another layer of complexity to the ongoing religious awakening for our people. So I have an god. Monthly admin points, but I don't have enough stuff to add him yet. Fighting rages on in the streets of Dwarvod 19 as small tavern brawls and occasional street fights have exploded like a keg of strong ale set alight. Entire blocks of Dwarverod are held by one side or another, as individuals are forced to flee their homes to areas where religious choice holds preference or risk being executed by bands of zealots. The local garrison is under siege, with ancestor worship under the command of a charismatic demagogue who's calling for the execution of Gundabad I. set off you to the side for a moment. This is all the way over there. Not good. I also need to go to Skomdir before that falls. We'll do that now, actually. Just a little bit of dead. It's fine. It's totally fine. Son of a bitch. Our ruler's conversion has not only shattered political and religious ties, but also familial bonds. The heir to our nation has been associating with various pro-ancestor individuals and groups. Whether it's a misguided attempt at reconciliation or a deliberate insult to Gundabad, the outcome remains the same. Discontent from all sides for one reason or another, leaving Gundabad infuriated. Minus 20 Republican... Oh my Jesus tits. Dagran's beard, why do you do this to me, child? Oh, they both popped up at the same time. I will go and fight the winners. What's up? Right, now back over here to finish the war. You know what? Prestige for missionary is actually kind of nice now. Heir? This is democracy. True, I have no fucking heir! What? I didn't even fucking realize. A cult of ancestor worshippers has emerged and is coordinating activities throughout our country. Several preachers have taken to the streets, separating messages of doom and gloom, warning that we will abandon their pantheon in times of trouble just like our ancient dwarven ancestors did, and that our nation will fall just like old Dwarf did. Nonetheless, we've apprehended most of them and put them in chains. Should issue a statement to address these concerns. Yeah, no, we're gonna be frickin' dwarven pantheon, my guy. We're gonna stick with it, because it's good. Or it will be. The more time passes, the more it seems the ever-increasing minority of ancestor worshippers is growing louder and more dangerous. In Aldwigard, one group has even gone to such lengths as to assault and massacre an entire chapel of hapless pantheonists with pickaxes and other mining instruments, with the intention of destroying the temple as an affront to the ancestors. Eventually, the local guard managed to break in and kill or capture the responsible ones. However, this brings little comfort to the families of the slain and the survivors. Oh no, not Oh, actually, Aldwigard's fine. Thank you. Defend my territory, Aldwigardian heretics. I'm on my way. I'm on my way. Don't even. Banale's done a thing. Cool, good for them. Can I get there? Oh, yeah, you failed. Haha, suck a dick. Can I piece out the majority of these guys yet? Can't piece out any of them. A group of pantheon-worshipping dwarves from abroad have started to criticize our practices and veneration, pointing to the absence of a god they believe to be essential. Their attempts to correct our practice have infuriated several religious officials, and news this is spreading quickly. Fucking infuriating, but we unlocked a minor deity, so who cares? Lorgrim! Appearing fully divine one day, Lorgrim Deathkeeper's arrival heralded the era of the end of the era of forging alongside his sister Lorgram. Lorgrim... They're both called Lorgrim? I don't know. When he appeared, he began to ensure that the souls of the dead were taken to Dagran's halls and organized according to their skills and virtues in life. Here in the deeper reaches, he acts as a keeper and custodian, ensuring that the dead are rewarded or punished accordingly. Very cool. I need a new debate. The debate needs to be missionary strength. Autonomy's fine. Fucking admin points are fine. Cartels are fine. Corruption's fine. War exhaustion's fine. Four stability. Nah, I'm good. Alright, extra missionary means good stuff for us. Fighting rages through the streets of Grogir's Crack now. Alright, gotta go rush to Grogir's Crack. Yeah, 6 missionaries. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. I think we're gonna be fine on it, to be honest. Don't forget the half-cost advisor. I mean, true. Alright, Crathanor's fully occupied now. Oh, I'm fighting only one of them. Despite the unrest at home, a group of dwarves have begun to band together to hunt down goblins and orcs within our borders. It's not an unusual practice, but what makes this case unique is that a group of hardened veterans seeks the blessing of our Grand Mayor to leave our borders and bring death to the enemies of our race through a ritual that only they can perform. Sending a band of well-armed veterans out on such a dangerous mission is a difficult decision to make, even in times of peace. But during the time of trouble, some may view it as an opportunity, or even worse, a sign of weakness. Go and fight and murder. Good boys. Grogir's Crack. Even more rebels? Okay. This better not be Grogir's Cracking. Oh, it's Neza. Nez is over there. It's okay. That's on the way of where I'm going. I'm capped on dip. So we will find somewhere to dev. Global trade has spawned. I think I just converted a hold. Our most serene republic is governed by extremely efficiently last year. Are you sure about that, my guy? Are you actually certain about that situation? I don't know if that's true. Baharzil. Okay, that's fine. Come on. Beautiful hold, don't care. Military commissions, whatever. They're de-sieging all the things that I've done. Well, fucking move. While clearing out an old section of the hold, surprised dwarven barkeep uncovered a completely intact chapel dedicated to one of the gods of the pantheon while expanding his root cellar. Already many are lining up outside his pub to get a pint and marvel at the crafts dwarfship of our ancestors. In a gesture of good faith, he's granted many of our clergy access to record and restore the temple to its function. Summary's already been prepared for the Grand Mayor's viewing. Nice. New minor deity. One day, Lorgrim Farstrider appeared fully divine, heralding the end of the era of foraging alongside her brother, Lorgram. Okay. When Death entered the world, she gathered souls of dwarven kind, while Dagrin stood stupefied as the oldest of his people suddenly grew weak and perished from the monster known as the Age and Sickness. Can I add people to my pantheon yet? Do I have enough points? Oh, I can add Lorgram for 1 missionary strength. Yeah, missionary strength right now seems quite nice. Like that. Actually, if I move off just a moment. Oh no, they're miles away. Let them fight each other, and then we kill whoever wins. And then we need to get all the way over here, and I know we're in the middle of a frickin' war, it's crazy. Ship trade power seems like a good idea. It was free, after all. How many of these guys can we piece out yet? Any of them? Oh, I can piece out Aranant. Nice. Helpful. Tell him not yet. I tell you what, this coming while I'm at war is actually kind of made it a lot more fun. As we strive to reclaim both our ancestral home and faith, we stand at the threshold of a new era for dwarven kind. A renewed hope has emerged to restore the long-lost empire of Old Dwarf. However, one crucial element must be secured before any claims of rulership can be made: the Dwarfkron. It's led to a growing demand to ensure that we, and only we, possess all the pieces. Some ancestor worshippers have begun taking offense to this call to action and twisted it into an insult, suggesting we believe ourselves to be more legitimate than they are. It's imperative we communicate a clear and unambiguous message to all parties involved. Well, we're gonna do it. We're gonna reforge the fucking crown. Of course we are. Eventually. All right. Let's go fucking win this war. I'm kind of needing to win this war now. It's getting a little bit crazy. Global trade's 3,000. You know what? I am going to pay for it. The Age of Artificery. Oh, I didn't even need to do my mission tree to do it, huh? A war wizard is burned to a crisp by a faraway laser. Robotic labor is fueled by dames here in Greece. Ancient relic is deconstructed and finally understood. In short, fucking, where am I? I just lost myself. In short, scholars, engineers, philosophers, and inventors domesticate the magic of the world. Then they place these magics into items that anyone can use. All across the world, the Age of Artificery comes alive with spark. For centuries, artificers have been seen as nothing but novelties, a strange little group of mages employed only by gnomes, then kobolds, then goblins. But now, as mass manufacturing and the scientific method take hold in Halan, Artificers are becoming more powerful than anyone imagined, with dames tier, relics, ivory, porcelain, iron, steel, mithril, and more all travelling along sprawling new trade networks. Inventions are created which shake the magical societies to their core. Orghelovar must now determine where it fits into this equation. Several possible approaches now present themselves. The first is to embrace Artificery, stop all official patronage of mages in our society, and delve entirely into the science that we believe to be the future. Alternatively, we can reject this new art, instead wasting our surplus of dames tier and relics on some flighty vision of modernity. Or we can use these vital resources to empower our mages. Or finally, we can try and combine the virtues of both. We would invest partially into mages and partially into artificers, receiving the full benefits from neither while also allowing them to coexist. We stand at a crossroads and we must make a permanent decision. What does Gundabad the First choose? Are we a nation fully of artificers, fully of mages, or a little bit of both? So this is Sebanar. This is Sebanar as they have made it, or he has made it, so that it spawns earlier instead of it being, manufactories, it's global trade. Just because it's a multiplayer mod, so having it earlier actually helps quite a bit with multiplayer. So that's basically the thought process behind it. But now what do we want to do? What do we want to do? Because the fact is, my man, Gundabad, is a mage. I'm obviously not going to go just mages. I'm kind of torn between both and all Artifice. It's what's forced by the mission tree. Well, Yeah, okay, fuck it. We're a nation of artificers. R.I.P. by Mage Towers. Grand Mayor Gundabad has officially declared that Artificery will be supported by the state. Now we must figure out what exactly this means. The organizations, all vying to integrate themselves with nations across the world, petition Orghelovar for official support. Each promise inventions and innovations the likes of which we could never imagine, and each require funding the likes of which we do not want to imagine. We can only afford to patronize one of them, so our choice must be made carefully. The first option, the Society of Brilliant Inventors, serves as the prestigious symbol of all artificery. They throw caution to the wind, giving their brilliant members full creative freedom, and with this freedom they've invented the most iconic machines in Halan. Invest in them and they might create revolutionary technologies like the spark drive or the T-wave transceiver, or they might get distracted and come up with something utterly useless. Work with the Brillites is to put your trust into something you cannot control. Our second option, the techno-thaumaturges, are the opposite. Philosophers, as much as inventors, they see artificery as simply a more scientific branch of traditional magic. Invest into them and they'll study while pulling inspiration from mages, administrators, and scholars alike. To work with techno-thaumaturges is to have them slowly, deliberately, and conscientiously grind away at whatever the state wants them to. Our third option is the Mechanist Guild. It's a loose coalition of the artisans and engineers of Orghelovar. Invest in them and they will research decently quickly, or let us have a reasonable amount of control over what their artifices create. To work with mechanists is to prioritize practicality. Local mage man says, fuck the mages. I am the only mage. So, with Brillites, Artifice research takes 5 years. Artifice force limit, 5%. Mechanists, 10 years, 10%. Thaumaturges, 15 years, 15%. Do we want more artificers, infantry, but it will make research take longer? Or do we want the research to take no fucking time at all, but we get less artificers? It's a really decent balance that's going on here. Faster but fewer. More, but more morose. I tried to make it alliterate. The longer research times also lets you choose what you research. Should we split the difference? Go Mechanist? Think your ruler being a scholar should give more artifice bonus? Well, I'm a patron of the arts, so maybe that should be it. You always get to choose, but you get to choose more. More options. And this is a permanent choice as well. So I have 50, but I only have 25. I don't understand. Is it? Oh, it's because my ruler is a mage. This is lowering my artifice capacity by 25, I think. For multiplayer, having more artifice troops is better. True. I'm tempted to split the difference. Click to update. Yeah, good point. Gyrocopters based. Platinum Warsuit also based. Oh, that's awesome. I don't know what that's supposed to do. I'm gonna go middle. I'm gonna go middle option. So, we research. Commercial sky galleons, morale of navies, ship trade power. Artificer exo arms gives ICA. And centipede chest gives shock damage received. We're gonna go Artificer exo arms. Can I build some artificers right now? I can build 11! But I can't because I got no money. Artificers here. Artificer General is just hiring a general. Increased fire and siege pips. This is extra 2 Artifice inventions, but we can't take the 3rd tier, which is fine because we can't unlock anything in the 3rd tier yet. Some reputation and improve relations. Weapons of mass production, looks like they don't do anything. Dev cost minus 10% for 3 grand. This is only going to get more expensive, so I'm taking it now. I know we're going mad into debt, but whatever. Some gov cap. We're good for now. Force limit down, but Artificer force limit up. I like. This is... Oh, spawning Artificer regiments. I'll take that as well. And I think I'm also going to go with perfect is the enemy of good. Alright, let's just go and quickly finish this war now. Or even more mad into fucking debt, but it is what it is. Goblins getting yeeted, always like that. Go get back my fort. That was quick. Number of ancestor-worshipping dwarves in Ferenulin have begun charging extortionate prices or outright refusing to purchase from or sell to pantheonists. This action seems spearheaded by numerous local shopkeepers and even entire guilds. As a result, it's brought the local economy to a standstill, and critical industries can no longer acquire necessary materials and are forced to import from elsewhere in the country. While slightly higher taxes involved in the transport and import of materials may provide some solace to the locals, at least the state can make some gains from the situation. Doesn't look like a gain to me. Right, can your allies fuck off? Alright, bye-bye, tell them. If I can wipe out Tornin here, they may be wanting to peace out as well. And if Tornin leaves, then it's probably GG, right? Alright, Tornin has no troops. They're out. Oh, finally. Oh, bloody ancestor worshippers. They've assaulted and massacred an entire chapel of people, the bastards. It's only there. But that's almost over, and I can upgrade my government rank to Empire now, which means I now accept Diamond Dwarves, and I can upgrade the Diamond Dwarf doodad, which is awesome. Probably didn't have the money for that, though, let's be honest. Select another deity. Kind of shitty, but that's alright. I'll take that. Ovdolodum has been dug deeper. 30% chance we unlock a major, 70% chance we unlock a minor. We get Grobelazg the Twisted. It's a remnant of a previous age when the Void invaded creation. When the Void retreated, Grobelzak remained behind. However, Grobelazg was a cowardly creature and despised its masters. It was caught in the purifying blast of the primordials when they purified the travelers of the Void, and as a result was anchored to this world. It strove to keep a low profile so as not to attract the attention of the 7 beings who ruled over creation. When 7 began to create races in their own image, Grobelazg followed suit and created the first goblinoids. As a result, the dwarven race has been plagued by these beings throughout history. I don't like this one either. I don't know why he's a deity that I can choose. And I can't even see them. when it's like that, unfortunately. But anyway, let us go and defend here. All but won this war now. They fucking took Crathanor again. Motherfuckers. So rude. A cat bar is known around the world for its ancient and massive library. Since the time of god kings and genies ruled over Bulwa, the records stored in the city remain. As such, it's the foremost repository for ancient knowledge of the whole continent. Recently, a representative of the Gomo, the largest gnomish guild, has come to us with a petition to allow gnomish researchers and scientists related to the Gomo access to the Grand Library. Accepting these gnomes could certainly bring out advancements and allow us to use the library to its fullest extent. The ancient keepers of these hallowed halls would, however, prefer not to share it. We will let them come. Of course we will. Of course we will. Alright, this should get us to 99 at least. Oh, and now they're in a cat bar, of course. 99 war score, but for some reason they're a little bit iffy about just piecing out. Come on, you're at 99, like, seriously. While digging, our miners uncovered what they believe to be a large mithril statue, but it's a dormant war golem. Money, because I'm actually a little bit in debt right now. Can you maybe just not? And I can't get on this island either, which makes everything a little bit more awkward. Can you just, like, lose your entire army? That'd be nice. Nope, he just dug more. Ancient treasure. I like ancient treasure. Melt it down. I'm in debt after all. There we go. Peace. Holy, that was an annoying war. We fulfilled the mission for the Baseless Crusade. A great name for it. Baseless because it was fucking annoying. And it's a crusade because I'm also in a religious war at the moment. With the Eordian region now thankfully rid of goblins, the continued presence of the Eordian Crusaders seems somewhat redundant. It would be better not to leave these extremist humans unsupervised, lest they decide to crusade against something else. We should bring them under our republic and unite the Gulf of Award under Cobalt Dwarf control. Facts! So here I need now to go to Anbennar, so we're going to start building boots. So, yeah, I need to get to a cat bar now. Not every god is a good god. True, but he shouldn't be in my pantheon of people I can praise. Alright, let's pay off some of these loans then. Our extension at 98. We need to get unity of 90%. We're currently 83, so we're not far off. We are not far off. And you finished here, so you need to go here now. Repay loans, we did. We need to pay more loans. I'm going to reduce inflation. Vernat. I know where Vernat is. Vernat's right here. Oftolodum is now my religion. Nice. Like a dying fire, the chaos of the Godwake has finally begun to cool down, settling into embers and ashes as our nation finally settled into a new status quo. The remaining ancestor worshippers have come to accept the Gundabad has embraced the pantheon of our ancestors, will not be changing back to their old ways. While we've also accepted this change, our rivals and enemies have not been idle. Let our enemies tremble, or there's more to find. Morale of armies and settler increase. War score cost versus other religions for 50 years. Or construction dev cost and missionary strength. I like the dev cost. I think we go dev cost. Sculpted from pure elemental essence, intended to be Dagran's equal and partner when Helena had realized that one individual alone could not sculpt the world itself. Anvalind is the divine matron, she who judges the gods and keeps order in their court. Traditionally, her priests and lawmakers and judges seek to model her justice in Dagran's halls under the earth. Nice. 103, that means I could, but I need 200. I need 200 religious power. But yeah, we're at 90 now, so that's good stuff. Oh yeah, we're staying here because Vernat. I've got a plutocratic coup looming as well. That's just exactly what we needed, you know. Mission complete, though. Along the Angrod are several entrances into surrounding cave systems, complex labyrinths filled with hostile goblins and valuable mineral deposits in equal measure. Recently, we heard word of a rare material sighted near a cavern entrance called the Zarnik Breach, which should secure control of the entire cave system. Send a proper expedition to see if there's any truth to these rumors. Now that we've gained control over Gorad and the surrounding caverns, we can turn our attention to the mineral wealth of the area. While our geologists are not sure why minerals occur more frequently around volcanoes, perhaps due to the movement and heat of the rock, or being carried in the currents of magma, Dwarven scholarship makes it clear that volcanoes are rich areas for mining. The system of caverns in the Zarn region has been identified by our prospectors and geologists as the most promising candidate in the area around Gorad, and initial explorations have been already shown some shallow deposits of gems and minerals. Investing in more intensive mineral exploration in the area will take time and money, but the dividends could be enormous. It's time to strike the earth. Facts. Do that. And here I need all of those provinces to have workshop, manufactory, and 11 dev. So let's start with workshop. Well, at least I got the manufactory down already. There's 11 dev workshop. Yeah, we'll dev the rest later. As I recall, Dagran's vent gives you stability. Anvalin's disbands all currently spawned rebels. That's cool. Right, I need floaty boys again. So what is my first limit of artifices now? 20, it's not bad. They're like 50 ducats each, so I don't have the money for it just yet. Soon, though. Soon. I gave the cartels an extra 20 influence last parliament debate. Oh, right, yeah, I did. I did do that. Skewer Drake became demonsterized. Well, that's unfortunate. And now I'm gonna have to fucking build spy network on him. To take his fucking land. Oh, religious power plus 10% is nice. Take expansionist zealotry as well. Clerical education could work. 64. Yeah, we're gonna be fine, I think. What is your actual... You're 107%. Oh, shit. I don't know what I just clicked. Is it the Caverns initiative, maybe? Oh, no. It was creating my first artifices. Whoops. I wanted to build a bunch first before I did that. Money's looking really good now, though. Ooh, you're gonna need a temple instead. You've already got the manufactory, thankfully. Fuck. Shit. Balls. I'm allergic to mosquitoes and I just saw one. Yeah. It's not all mosquitoes. I'm not allergic to the mosquitoes in Ireland, for example. But the ones that live in Finland, yeah, no, I'm allergic to them. They're bastards. Don't know what it is about them. Just know I'm allergic to them. Ireland has mosquitoes? Yes, of course. Damn near every country in the world has mosquitoes. I could take the spell in a box. But I don't think I need to. Kinda shit. Upgrade another center of trade. Oh, well, this one can go to level 2 as well. Alright, advise the cost for Anvelind. Let's go. So I need to dev you to I as well now. Oh, the income is looking real nice. It's looking real solid. Can I reach over there yet? Did I look at My Summer Car some more? I saw it, but I haven't, like, looked that much into it. I just looked at the Steam page. But it definitely looks finish coded for sure. Alright, loans are out and we're at income of 200 now, which is lovely. Come on. Oh, Anbennar cost! Let's go! I just need to get to 5. God, it's unlikely to happen. I need, like, a lot of boats. Which means I need a lot of sailors. Gonna be somewhat difficult to achieve. The gnomes entering our country over the last few years were mostly sent by the Gomo in order to further their research and progress of gnomekind globally. Now these inventors, researchers, and scientists have somewhat settled into their place of work. Gomos petitioned us to allow the opening of a branch office. As the Gomo is the foremost gnomish guild and its members are known for their expertise, a stronger connection could benefit us immensely. However, while such an office would allow us access to scientific advancements and diplomatic relations through the Gomo, accepting the establishment of a foreign guild office would certainly disturb the local population and administration. Many locals have already made clear they wish to see the petition refused and warn of adverse consequences should we let these gnomes establish a permanent presence. A refusal would likely end any further attempts by the Gomo. Of course we're granting charter. Like, it's a 0... Loyalty of Artifice is +5. It's great shit. How am I going to get 5% over here? I need to recall you and still have the boats there. Now we're at 2%. Okay. No one's going to transfer trade power. More boats is definitely the way. If only I could, like, invade or something. Am I going to give this to Tungar or not? Definitely I'm not going to give that one to Tungar because I want to keep Balaward. The gnomes living in the city since the establishment of the Gomo branch don't seem to have any reasonable sleep schedule. Hey, they're me! Branch office is open 24 hours a day and the gnomes use every single one of those hours, whether communicating with their homeland via sending stone or merely pursuing odd questions into the wee hours of the night. While some living in the vicinity were skeptical, the arrangement surprisingly seems to have improved public security in the quarter. The gnomes have spotted several thieves and robbers while on the way into the branch office in the middle of the night. The young magistrate has made the proposal to employ some night-active gnomes as patrolmen, but such an intrusion would undoubtedly frustrate the current commander of the guard. Fuck it, gnome patrols, let's go! Gnomes are based. Gnomes are, in fact, based. Gnome power! Facts. Part of the city around the Gomo branch office has fast become a focal point of gnomish culture. Many have begun calling the streets surrounded by gnomish names. Their residents brought with them. The remaining local residents complain this is a gross eradication of their long-standing presence of culture. Should we allow the change or insist on the original names? I couldn't give a shit about the Bahari. Rename them. This is a gnomish city now. Tonight, the gnomish quarter around the Gomo branch office was racked by a powerful explosion. There was multiple fatalities and multiple buildings were damaged or destroyed. Seems to have been a rather insecure steam motor or a gnomish artificer used to power his workshop. The population is shaken and many call for actions. I don't... Fuck it. Just don't worry about it. It happens. Our diggers report sporadic ambushes. Yeah, I'll fix it. Anyway, yeah, you are the one that wants the fort. You are going to get the fort deleted. Good government policies. Let's go stability. And Humex Rest is going to lose that and gain a fort as well. I bet some bad actor framed the good gnome. Facts! Like, it's pure realities, you know? That's just what happened. Just a factual description of events. I don't see the need to speculate on this. Over the last months, the increasing gnomish influence around the Gomo branch office has led to an unprecedented demand for traditional gnomish hats. As those hats are usually red and crimson and maroon, dye in the city has been completely used up and prices are skyrocketing. Many call for regulations on dye sales or even a ban on gnomish hats. We'll just fix the dye prices. Don't worry about it. It's fine. Why is everyone having an absolute fucking whinge? Like, seriously, stop whinging about the fucking hats. Lovely artifices though. It's quite beautiful. Quite beautiful indeed. We're gonna have the artificers all drilled together in their own army, actually. Change is hard to stomach. I mean, sure, but like they're just gonna have to. Look at them beauties. Oh, I've still got an expedition over here. That's this dude. Yeah, I should probably do that. All of these generals are shit, though. Like, they're really bad. Time to correct the majority of a cat bash, for sure, surely. You can still go to Anbennar cost, thankfully. We're at 4%! That Admiral's gonna be the one to do it. Get me to 5. Come on, buddy. The Admiral is the one that fucking did it! Who's that Admiral? Where's his name? Callan Stonebeard. You're a fucking legend. Now I've secured a partnership with Ovdal Tungur and their merchant navy. We kind of didn't, but whatever. We've been able to trade further across Canor, and our merchants have become a common sight in the great cities of Empire of Anbennar. Recently, the Glasshammer clan, family of kobold dwarves that have established a strong presence in the glorious metropolis of Anbennar, have proposed we hold a trade exhibition in the city to display the marvels of kobold dwarf glass to visitors from across Canor. They would find this Glasshammer fair if we agree to finance increasing trade presence in the Dameset to increase the demand for our goods. So, we upgrade our Glass Lord's fucking thing in Orghelovar. Beautiful! So now I need to improve Gibbard's opinion of me. They don't really like me very much. Alright, so Fleet, you can now go and do something actually useful. And Orghelovar has been dug deeper again. We are now at a dig level of really fucking deep. 8 deep hold. I mean, we probably should dig deeper. Oh, we don't even have a bloody mill. Let's go. Can I build the new ships into the existing fleet so they auto-merge? Yes. But that may they only build in one area. I can't get them to build over here as well. Oh, they got a foundry there as well. Cool. Gold rush. Oh, money. Let's go. Alright, let us do the expedition. Send the 10,000 men. Morale is probably fine. We'll do a bunch of org. And we'll do some supplies. And that should do it. How's the religion thing doing now, anyway? Still got some to go. So I'm going to read this one out because it's one of the special ones. Not a soul in your expedition force knows what secrets lie behind those rusted yet majestic depictions of hammers, contraptions, weapons, and anvils. But your uncertainty only fuels your desire to unlock its secrets. You debate amongst yourselves and come to a conclusion. It surely has to be an abandoned workshop. After a quick pause, one of your leaders suggests braving the torrent to the side of the entrance, while another one claims to have found a side tunnel. We will go via the side tunnel. One thing I want to do as well, ruler magic menu, I want my enchantment to be studied again, because Dominate to Surrender is right fucking there. It's so close. I mean, it just takes forever to study it. How old's my ruler? He's not that old. 139. Fuck it, we're gonna take all of this. This is all ours. I mean, Gulangor is gold. Yeah, we're just gonna take it all. We're not even over the gov cap. After a sharp turn, you arrive at a modest cave where nothing seems to be of interest except a few rocks in an unusual formation. You're out to investigate as a group of goblins jump at your party. Your group fought hard and well. At first, it seemed like the goblins may have gained the upper hand due to their surprise momentum, but your expedition quickly scatters the attackers, cheering in delight as they watch their ambushes flee to where they came from. Based. At the edge of the cave, your group finds the outline of a wall with several cracks and a small, unstable-looking passageway through it. Some members of your force argue that we try to slip through the admittedly very narrow pathway, while others argue we should stabilize the gateway first or risk our safety. Spend some time stabilizing, that's fine. We have enough supplies. After stabilizing the path ahead, you try to make your way through the cracks in the wall. However, it seems your forces are blessed with good luck, and despite its looks, the small passage proves to be reliable enough for all men to pass through. Some of your expedition members suffer a small headache from bumping their heads against the rocks, but aside from a few mischievous laughs, this is the only noteworthy occurrence. We gain a little bit of morale. Oh, money's looking really good again. After passing through some more small shafts and maintenance tunnels, you finally enter the main body of the structure and you find yourself in a large room full of crates, barrels, and all kinds of metallic machinery. Several entrance points seem to have led to this storage room, and it appears to be an important part of the maintenance chain in this area. You know several signs in the room that spell out 915B, no doubt the name of the room. Judging by its nomenclature, this seems to be just a tiny part of this massive dwarven workshop. Studying a large, unreadable map that hangs by the wayside of another entrance, you quickly find out that 915B seems to connect to a much larger structure, as it's just an albeit quite large advanced post and storage facility meant to deliver goods. The main production control facilities ahead of the large cargo tunnel. Many in your expedition want to move ahead and to said facilities as soon as possible, while others argue the storage represents a perfect opportunity to stock up and search for valuables. Worthwhile loot. Supplies, yes. You begin searching storage 915B for valuables in considerable effort given its size and lack of documents that could give you any useful hints. Hours pass, and in spite of several setbacks in the form of tightly sealed crates containing nothing but useless or of little value, you eventually get your hands on supplies well worth the invested time. Not only do you find mining and other equipment that is sure to come in handy further down the line, but also a way to replenish water resources for a nearby working pump, as well as quite a few coins of unknown origin that appear to be quite valuable. Oh, ancient dwarven knowledge, based. That's something we've wanted for a while. I'll be back just a moment. Alright, I am back. No, I feel like having this soundtrack. You proceed to follow the cargo tunnel towards the other facilities. As you go along the tracks laid down by workers potentially eons ago, you begin to notice two things. First, the rather quiet atmosphere, totally devoid of life, usually found in most shafts like this, and second, the appearance of more and more cobwebs around you. And soon, one of your scouts notices several pairs of shiny red eyes that keenly seem to follow every move, as well as cocoons. Quite a few cocoons that seem to hang in the distance and that seem awfully recent. He barely has time to shout out a warning, though, as suddenly a dozen gigantic spiders descend upon you. They seem to have built a nest in the connecting corridor, and you're but the latest prey to fell into their poisonous fangs. Defensive formation. We assume position as ordered, and the fighting ensues. However, you quickly notice that the arachnids long since adapted to the environment. Their moves are unfathomably quick, and their fangs are not only poisonous, but seem to have no problem getting through the armor of your party. What you initially assumed was going to be a short skirmish turns into a prolonged fight. When the last spider finally dies, you notice quite a few of your men have lost theirs as well. Oops. It's fine. Also, I'm going to make this my trade capital now. We're going to collect from trade with this guy. We're going to transfer with you. You're already transferring, and then we can have a transfer from Eberthil. And hopefully that increases our trade. Follow the cargo tunnel at long last reach the long curve, where the tracks start splitting into several paths aligned with each other. Clearly the end of the line is near, and sure enough, as you turn the corner, your eyes gaze upon a giant structure in an even larger cave. The entire lower outer surface is covered with engravings and a big metal sign that proudly displays the name of the complex, Workshop 9. Parallel tracks lead further into a large gate that's sealed tight with giant metal locks, but thankfully you notice several smaller doors that lead inward and can be opened without much trouble. You are finally here. Based. Send them back out because we're going to do it again. And, wait, we can still get Gov Reform progress from this. That's very funny, but no, we're going to do Hold Improvement. I want to upgrade you. Oh, wait, I haven't made you into a state. Whoops, you are now. Trade income actually went down significantly there. Because that may be a mistake. I think that was definitely a mistake. We're losing the majority of the money that we're sending down here. Yeah, fuck it, we're gonna put it back. I will collect in both. Yeah. Yeah, we're not gonna move trade down there. It's silly. How close are you? Be a mission complete now, right? Oh wait, no, you need the manufactory. Already got one, you've already got one. You've technically already got one. Alright, so what am I missing? Gorad needs to be level 5. Okay. Is it currently No, it's currently deving. So I need to get to dev 60. And now I should be able to dig. New government reform. What are we going with? Promoted cultures? Nah. Global trade power? Nah. GovCap? Maybe. Yeah, let's go GovCap. You know what? Fuck it. We'll just court that now. And explain a little bit about what we're seeing. Your first experience with Anbennar, even though you have 2,000 hours in EU4. So, what we're doing is playing as the dwarves. What we started as is a little bit of adventurers around here. And after migrating through the caves, through this road network, which in base EU4 is like the migration mechanics that the natives get in the New World. We've gotten to this province here of Orghelovar, and once the dwarves get into one of their holds, they can reform one of the ancient holds that fell long ago because standard fantasyness. And after colonizing a bunch of stuff, I'm doing my missions, which is all about, for the dwarves at least, regaining lost technologies, as these guys are glass making dwarves. That's their whole deal. My whole mission tree is about making the best glass I possibly can. Yeah, each dwarven hold has a different speciality. So, Orghelovar is all about glass. The hold here called Ordston is all about diamonds. Shaston here is all about marble. Verkelskomdir is all about fucking over the woods. And we can also dig that deeper. Nice. Ovdolodum is all about love. It has wine as its trade good, but it's all about, yeah, lovey-dovey Valentine's Day-ness. Gorad is built on a volcano. So this area here is all a big volcano. And the dwarves that are here are very angry because of that. Holdjorkad hasn't got a mission tree yet, but this is where orcs were first created. And orcs are basically what led to the downfall of the original dwarven empire called Old Dwarf. Verkal Cosnet, I actually have no idea what their whole deal is. I don't think they've got a thing either. But their great project is brothels, so I imagine it's similar to Ovdolodum, just a little bit more seedy. Ernatvir is all about the railways. It's the kind of central point of the roads that come this way and up this way, and yeah, railways, good stuff. Moving up further north, we have Amaldir, which is the seat of the old Dwarven Empire, the capital of Old Dwarov. Oislam Asdir is all about riding boars as, you know, Dwarven boar riders. It's kind of cool. Orcs are named after... Wait a minute. Orcs are named orcs after whole Orkad. Ain't no fucking way I didn't know that. Nah. You're actually not kidding either, are you? Ah, fucking hell. Fuck's sake, I had no idea. I do know who Old Dukan is, though. Yeah, it's Ducaniel, of course. Ducaniel is the one that made the orcs in Hull Jorkhead. I didn't know that that's where they got their fucking name from, though. Ducaniel the bastard. Facts. Facts. But yeah, Anbennar is an amazing fantasy world with actually a surprisingly heavy amount of depth, and I heavily recommend it. Heavily recommend it. Does he go by another name too? Ducaniel, Dukinson, something? What faction name group did I start out as, like that adventure group? I started out as the Blackbeard Cartel. There are a bunch of dwarven adventurers in these mountains, so Blackbeard Cartel is the one that I chose, because I always had the plan of forming Orghelovar. But if you go up to the north, over here, there is one called the Azra Expedition. Actually, I can show timeline. This one here is the Azra Expedition. We have the Company of Duran Blue Shield. There's one here, Forge Master Union, very rarely chosen, though. We have the Ruby Company. Moving further down, don't think there's any other adventurers, but some adventurers do spawn. Like, for example, here Rajnahagar is a human kingdom, but after the fall of Old Dwarov, the dwarves that lived over here escaped from the mountains and fled into Rajnahagar. So at the start of the game, there's a very high population of dwarves in this province of Sharaja. If you play as Rajnahagar in around about 1460-ish, you get an event where the dwarves of Sharaja decide to make a crack at going back into the mountains. And you can choose then to play as an adventuring company called the Axbellow Cartel, which will spawn somewhere here. And then you've got the options of forming Grozomdir, Ovdal Kanzad, Ovdal Azan, Polas Krakazol, or if you're insane, you want to maybe go for something like Verkal Dromak, Gronstonad, Verdriz, Andriz, and Tuad Dumakron Konnus. But not all of the dwarves were wiped out either. Some dwarves still exist in the mountains. Like Kanzad here are all about cannons. They created cannons. And so they're a remnant dwarf who managed to hold out against hordes of orcs bashing their skulls against their walls. Verkal Gulen here is another remnant, as is Segdir, as is Ag Ordston here, and Ovdal Lodum. In the north, I don't think there was any holdouts. I think they all got wiped out in the north. Oh, except Kraktumvror here in the very, very north. They survived. Ovdal Kanzad is a starting tag. Sure, it is. But if you're Axbellow Cartel and you conquer it from Kanzad, or maybe from one of these goblins that take over it, you can form Ovdal Kanzad yourself. Yeah, this world is fucking huge, and it's amazing. There's so much lore in it. Like, it has its own HRE. This is the Empire of Anbennar. It has vampires. The reason that all of these adventuring companies start going back into the mountains is because about 40 years before the start of the game, so around 1400, all of the orcs decided to follow this guy called Dukinson. The orc god is called Dukan, named after Ducaniel, but the orc god is called Dukan, and they all came spilling out of the mountains up in the north and invaded this region called Escan. So West Castanor, Inner Castanor, South Castanor used to be full of these like noble kingdoms, and the orcs came spilling out and just straight up fucking murdered the majority of them. So at the start of the game, there's a lot of uncolonized land here, because the orcs and goblins came through, destroyed these kingdoms, and then the Empire of Anbennar and basically everyone around sent a bunch of adventurers over to fight against the orcs. And that culminated in, well, didn't culminate, but kind of culminated in the battle at Rottensteppe, where a Joan of Arc-like figure called Corin killed Dukan. But also, no, she didn't kill him, she was killed by him. But then she came back to life, and they fought in Castenath, I think? And then they killed each other. And then she ascended into basically being worshipped as a god. So that's like just at the start of the game is when Corin falls. Or it's like the day before the start, just like, base EU4 is the day after the Battle of Varna. So there's a bunch of adventuring companies that are still hanging around over here, like Corinthar, like the Order of the Iron Scepter, Order of the Ashen Rose, Sword Covenant, all of these adventuring companies. And there's a bunch of remnant orc states, like Bladebreaker, and some goblins as well, like, I think Heartgrinder's maybe a goblin, or Rockcleaver, Flunghead, these ones. And then there's a push to basically unite Escan under your own rule. And at the moment, the ones that are winning in my campaign are a little bit of Ravenmarch. Orcs are kind of winning, though, with Barrowmand and Orghelovar. But it's honestly kind of not that unified. Usually it is. You didn't miss the Glass Dwarf stream? Well, we have been going for about 2.5 hours, so you missed a little bit of it. You believe the Axebel's in-lore objective is to reform Hulla's Krakazol, which is right next to Rajnahaga, so it should be easy. But Hulla's Krakazol's whole deal is being drunk. They lost the key to the gate and have to go the long way around through the caves. That's funny. I have played Hulla's Krakazol. I wasn't a massive fan of their succession mechanics. I'm getting it confused. Dukinson didn't kill Coroner Rotten Step. She just got killed by random orcs in the middle of the battle. It was after she came back that she became the Joan of Arc-esque. Okay, fair enough. One of my favorite regions, though, is Bulwa here. Story of that is elves came in around about the year 1000. It was all controlled by these gnolls, like hyenas on 2 feet with a bit of intelligence, enslaving humans under these gnolls. So the elves come in under the guy called Jahur, and they form an empire that stretches at various points from this island to this fucking city all the way over here, Tianlu. And basically they all get fucking, assassinated at various points. One of them ran away with a Haramari cat lady. And then at the start of the game, there is a bunch of remnant elven states, Arian, Sartantias, Erlium, Varamha. And then there's harpies, and there is gnolls, and yeah, it's a very fun region to play in. He's basically Alexander the Great, but elven. Basically. Although I would argue the most Alexander the Greatest-esque guy is Lascaris of Amayan. For sure. Damn. I've never seen the AI unite this region. Who the fuck did they used to be? Did Larrankar do a formable? Oof, Amayan got wrecked. Yeah, Larrankar's done a formable. Actually kind of based. Oh, wow. It just happened instantly. You wish the Shadow Trolls had a mission tree? Me too, because I kind of want to play them. I kind of want the Shadow Trolls to be my next MP tag. Suggestion for the first time playthrough with a great mechanic and a bit OP, able to survive while being fun and not too big. Ooh, Corvuria. Corvuria would be my suggestion. Great mechanic in being a fucking vampire. A mission tree that will expand until you get bored, because there's so much to do. It can be very OP. And it's very fun. It's very, very fun. Corvuria, I think, was one of my first campaigns in Anbennar as well. And yes, I do mean the attrition trolls. But yeah, Corvuria, huge recommend. Very, very, very fun tag. Also, Nimscod, super fun tag as well. Like, honestly, no. Corvair can go fuck itself. Nimscod is super fun. You get to use artifices from the very start of the game and explore the artifice system, which is just so incredibly based that look at this. I've only just unlocked it in this campaign, so I don't actually have any inventions. But being able to research all of these different things and then like apply them to your armies is so unbelievably fun that I can't recommend them any higher. Like, they are beyond fun. They're so good. What's the name? Nimscod. They're the pink nation that is around here. Nimscod is bullshit, overpowered. Only play in multiplayer if you're ready to get jumped by your friends. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, they are. Is Corvair better than Asheniande? They're easier to play, I think. Gnomish names are fun. Gnomish names are fucking awesome. Gnomish names are the absolute tits. It's a shame I don't... Oh, there's, yeah, Portnam is gnome. Their ruler is Bert Widderbozer. Can I see anything else about them? Observe. Let's go have a look at Portnam. Torvik Royman. What are their guys here? Tool Screw, Voltberry, Blitzerberry, Fecka Timekeeper. Let's go. Based. Screw Bottom, Dimble Oddpopper, Elbin Somberwazzy. Like, these names are so funny. Toshli Pekkareka. I bet you are a Pekkareka. Fucking right you are. Graham Clocklucker. Oh, these are so good. These are so fucking good. Why is Anbennar shown as obsolete made for 136 and not the latest version? There is a new version on the Bitbucket, but I would recommend looking for Sebinar right now. It's included a lot of the things that are in the Bitbucket, which is like the version that is not on the Steam Workshop, but is public and playable and like almost ready for public use. But I play with Sebinar, which changes a few extra doodads. I can't remember what my tag is called. I-12. Pekkareka isn't a name, it's a fucking statement. Statement of intent. Just do spectate command. Well, I need to go back on my tag, though. Occasionally you might have to name your half-elf son missing localization. Could happen. Certainly could happen. Anyway, mission-wise, I need... Yeah, Gibbard. Can we ally? No. I'm going to send you a gift. And then in a month... Nice. Oh, I've got debug mode on still. While the Glass Hammer Fair showcased a dazzling array of beautiful and intricate glass from nations and workshops across Alan, what has caught our eye is a novelty of a certain gnomish exhibit. While other glassmakers seek only to refine their existing crafts, the gnomes have showcased boundless ingenuity in the pursuit of brighter future, thinking new and fascinating application for glass and glassworking. If we combined our wealth and resources with the curiosity and innovation, the results could be groundbreaking. We must reach out to one of these so-called hierarchs to make the necessary arrangements. Holy fucking text wall. God damn. The Glasshammer clan and Orghelovar's Ministry of Trade have spared no expense. Constructed across half a city block, the exhibition hall of the Glasshammer Fair is 4 stories tall, the wall facing the street a series of stunning stained glass panels between thin vertical shafts of marble bricks. In each window, images of glassmaking from across Halan are depicted. Orghelovar only appears in a single window, but all of the images are detailed in the same uniform shade of cobalt blue. The exhibition is humming with activity. A group of wealthy bee-pecker merchants crowd around a stall of cobalt dwarf tableware, negotiating a private commission with a grey-haired dwarven glassmaker. A pair of well-dressed elven university students stare, fascinated, at a live display of glass blowing in front of a miniature furnace. It's as if our hold has gathered the whole world into this hall to share in the beauty of our crafts. What a grand day for Orghelovar. Growing up in Orghelovar, Ambassador Umbric Sternforge does have a healthy appreciation for glassmaking, but she's also seen many, many variations of tableware, windows, and sculptures. Walking through the Glasshammer Fair, what draws her to the display of the Eckelboz Company is the novelty. Where other exhibitors display sculptures and goblets, the gnomish firms instead set up a complicated array of lenses to focus light streaming in from the exterior window into a narrow beam that boils the water held within a clear glass teapot. What's kept her engrossed in conversation with the head glassmaker, Udob Eckelboz, for the past 3 hours, however, is that the creativity of the gnomes is not restrained to boiling water. He explains that the funding of this kind of novel experimentation is a secret to success of many gnomish firms and hierarchies. Where Orghelovar's research only methods to replicate the glassmaking of Old Dwarf, Mr. Eckelboz talks warmly of an engineer that was supported for 25 years with no results, only to eventually produce a lens device for looking around obstacles that has seen great use in warships. Others call it the gnomish approach, he says, but I think it's a choice any manager could make. There are curious people in every community. We simply give them funding and eventually reap the rewards. Why restrain yourself to the discoveries of the past? The future is built on the back of innovation. All the colonies of Elandir owe their existence to the invention of the humble compass. Who knows what will be the next invention to shake the world? Many, many hours later, Ambassador Umbric pens a letter to Gundabad I, detailing the benefits of the gnomish model of state-funded open-ended scientific research and experimentation, and suggesting the establishment of such a research institute within Orghelovar. 100 years later, this humble letter, displayed under glass in Orghelovar's state library, is held up as one such object that shook the world. Nice. That was a very long bit of text. But I just want to say, for the 17,000th time, let's be honest, the writing in this fucking mod is, at times, fucking impeccable. That was really good to read. That, like, whoever wrote that, I know Wagensu is the guy who created the mission tree and stuff. I don't think he was the writer. I mean, I know he wasn't the writer for that bit, because I've talked to him about that specific passage before. But whoever he got to write that, I know he had a couple, maybe 3 or 4 writers on it. It's such a good fucking job. Like, that is a very, very well written piece of lore, basically. Anyway, let's trade some knowledge. When we asked ourselves what we could do to impress the gnomes, we came across the conclusion to impress them through innovations and strong state. But how would we create such a state in the first place? Cobalt dwarves all over Orghelovar argued about this, and after a considerable amount of time, a solution was found. The Glasshammer Fair shows innovations in glassmaking from all over the world. So if we'd use our vast network of trading partners and traders all over Canor and Bulwar, we could use specialists as spies. For that, we need to elevate merchants all over Orghelovar into high ranks to encourage a beneficial position for our state, and for them to ensure their loyalty to us. So I gain spy network construction for a bit. That's okay. And here I need to have 2,500 ducats, which, you know what? I'm just gonna take loans for it, because now the dwarves of Ulfdil have proven themselves reliable and very trusting trade partners. Our merchant spies have so much access to the information on the Tungeric government and economy that we've been able to identify the major firms underpinning their state. With enough funds, we could purchase these firms and make Ulfdil Tungar financially dependent on our own economy. A client state in all but name. So Ulfdil Tungar is now my vassal. Just like that. That's fucking awesome. They fucking hate me. But we can fix him. I can fix him. While our cooperation with the gnomes is progressing steadily, there is not nearly enough of them within our borders to have a sizable impact on our economy, and acceptance of these gnomish immigrants remains fairly low. Fortunately, we have a plan. By making new improvements to our own economy and infrastructure, and by inviting gnomes to assist with these development projects, we can attract further gnomish immigrants, and have gnomes and kobold dwarves work side by side to foster a spirit of acceptance and cooperation. So that is fine. Gnomish tolerance goes up again. And here I need any ally to be a part of the Empire of Anbennar. Anbencost, the owner, I need to have a spy on in Anbencost. Alright, so I need an ally. Oop, that's not what I wanted. Within the Empire. Are you in the Empire? You are in the Empire. Welcome to being my friend. The writing is too good. It really, really is. I can celebrate with a festival. So we're going to do that, and I get to basically replace these guys. The hammer falls, and the corrupt captain follows a fellow conspiring magistrate into the halls of the dead, where Dagrin will certainly ensure they suffer for their corruption and misuse of power. This is a third execution held by the priesthood of Anvelind in Orghelovar in a week, and all across the realm, similar trials are being held that have been authorized by Gundabad. This is to be overseen by Anvelind's clergy in an effort to assist in resolving the rampant revolts and unrest throughout the country. Oh, okay. I gain 100 religious power. Cool. Kind of bad, not gonna lie. So I basically need to choose what do I want my major. I want this one to be my major. Admin points sounds great. Then my minors can be, I'm going to take the spy network construction. Seems good to me. That would have deleted any rebels. Ah, okay. Why do you hate me? Development. Yeah, no, that makes sense. If you weren't so big, it would be easier. Can't wait for the new era mission. I just need to get the spy and some points, and I get dwarven science. Oh, I'm so excited. Oh boy, oh boy. Bum. What dig level are you at? You're at 3. You're gonna be 4 soon. You always hoped as Eskasur enjoyed that Segbundal could vassalize and feed Orghelovar enough for them to go through their mission tree. Eskasur gets cannons on the backs of elephants, so I'm curious what other tech could be fit. That's really cool. Ovdolodum is now a dig level 5. Very cool. Ooh, I might need to save up some points. Competition is the mother of invention, and with dazzling array of fiefdoms and city-states, there are few places as intensely competitive as the Empire of Anbennar. With limited opportunities for conquest, states within the Empire seek to bolster their power and influence through industrial and technological innovation. Perhaps if we support one of these nations, we can foster further technological developments and increase our own influence in the region. I decost for 10 years, and I lose $1,000. Sure. Yeah. I think I want to tech up. My innovativeness! My poor innovativeness. So sad. We've almost got the tech, though, for a mill, so it's fine. Plus, I think we make like 17 mill points a month. There it is. Azka sell Azka we can upgrade. Yeah, it's funny. Alright, new debate in the assembly. We do culture conversion costs and try and, like, get rid of the humans. Let's do that. Really, really glad that this system is not making its way to EU5. Holy shit, it's so bad. Like, yeah, this is just shit. Such a really terrible system. Fuck it, I guess we're going with cartels. Holy balls, that was rough. Hey, having to bribe Parliament, see, just pay our gods, and yeah. I think I fucking might. I think I might. I don't want to purchase an ability. I would like to invest my splendor. And I'll send these 10,000 men back into Shroom Cave. As you enter Workshop 9, your group finds themselves in a gigantic and ornate room that seems to be the main hub area of this central complex. You quickly notice that the entire facility is powered by an intricate mechanical system which is currently non-functional, due either to a lack of fuel or simply broke down as decades passed by without anyone using it. Inspecting the doors leading away from the main control room, you notice not only a forge and a storage, but also a pathway towards a control room. You make your way to it as it promises to be the safest option to find the solution to your current predicament. But much to your dread, you hear a siren as soon as you get closer to the target. Intruders detected, powering up defense system SG-02. You wonder what it could mean when suddenly a large mechanical entity charges at you and uses what appears to be a highly advanced ranged weapon system to target your members. You draw your weapons and ready yourselves to fight against what appears to be a giant golem. Would have been too easy otherwise, of course. Quick charge and some finesse does the trick. Though its weaponry seemed at first impressive, it's rather slow when maneuvering, and your expedition force prevails against the golem. Some of you suffer wounds on their extremities and will be unable to fight for the foreseeable future, but overall you're quite satisfied with the outcome of this encounter, and the valuable gemstones and metals you ripped from the remains of the golem afterwards. Considering it was like slow and cumbersome, it still fucking killed 200 of us. Crazy. Oh no, Calax's Abyss is fish? Ain't no way, I could never have predicted that. It is the age of the Witch Kings. Good luck with the Consolidation Wars. After disposing of the security golem, you reach the control room only to find that your apprehensions are well-founded. It hasn't been maintained in a long time, and several important systems seem to be dysfunctional. One of your members notices that both the boiler room and the machine room doors are open and show signs of activity. They argue that trying to get both systems running again would restore most of the functions of the complex, but are unsure which to tackle first. Let's go to the boiler room first, I think. Oh no, they're supporting the independence of my vassal. Why, Grumbar, do you care at all? You fuck. Oh, you're my rival? Fair enough. Kobolds. We kind of like kobolds. That's cool. As you reach the boiler room, you immediately notice that amidst all the different tanks in the area, there's one broken tank whose leakage is spilling onto the floor. You attempt to fix the issue as soon as possible or try to find another way around the issue. One of your expedition members is crafty enough to attempt it, but failing could have unforeseen consequences. I'm going to try and fix it. The craftsmanship of your expedition crew pays dividends. Within a few short moments, the leak is fixed, and the system appears fully functioning again. Additionally, your craftsman finds some rare metals in one of the crates, with valuable spare parts in the back of the room. Hell yeah. If this one gives a choice for fuel as Helana's breath, it's the right choice. Oh, good to know. Minotaurs have raided our arsenal, motherfuckers. Your group follows the winding pathway that leads to a large machine room, at least according to the sign above the entrance. You take a gander inside and find several rows of complex machinery humming in a barely lit hall, as well as huge metal apparatus in the back, all lined by several rows of round objects. You briefly wonder why the machines do not seem to work, even though the dim light and noise indicate a certain activity. When you do notice the spherical objects spring to life, honing in on your group what appears to be special blades. The spheres are tough opponents who use not only special blades, but their unusually shaped bodies to maneuver at breakneck speed and strike from uncommon angles, thus disrupting the flow of combat for even the most battle-hardened veterans in your group. Nevertheless, your expertise wins out once again, and aim strikes at their weak points quickly cause them to collapse. As you inspect the remnants of the attackers afterwards, you notice a few small tanks that were left by the faster, more dangerous security automatons and follow them to their source. Small storage and maintenance area well hidden behind a small side shaft that houses not only spare parts galore, but a large amount of gems that were seemingly used to power the spheres. Nice. How am I going to get you loyal? Recent establishment of the Gomo branch in a cat bar has allowed the gnomish scientists greater success in researching the mysteries of ancient knowledge than our scholars had in decades. Increasingly better treatment of gnomes and the opportunities afforded by the library of a cat bar have led to further influx of gnomes and Gomo influence. These groups have now petitioned us to allow the expansion of the Gomo branch office into a fully fledged Gomo research division based in a cat bar. Such a division could allow us to harness more technological prowess than ever before, while refusing it would most likely lead to a strong decline in the Gomo's scientific activity in a cat bar, as the gnomes may shift to merely consulting the Great Library scrolls or bringing their knowledge elsewhere. Hell yeah, you can have a division! Tech cost minus 3% till the end of the game, let's go. Boom. After you spend hours attempting to repair various systems in the control area of the structure, you finally feel confident enough to power up the entire system once again. The scholars in your expedition, in the meantime, found out that a reboot of the entire pump station is necessary for the rest of the systems to function properly again and provide the rest of the workshop with sufficient electricity. Gather everyone and venture towards the pump station near the bottom of the complex. Barely even reach the entrance of the corresponding area when your scouts warn you about the sighting of giant water elemental roaming their mostly flooded corridors. The water elemental is a fearsome foe as it's grown to a gigantic size over the course of decades in which this was its home. Its lunges are fast and its attacks come without any hint, and thus leave barely any time to evade. You lose many men, but manage to parry most of its devastating attacks, eventually driving it into a corner. In this moment, the elemental contracts and starts pulsing in unusual ways. Most curious and most deadly, too. In what can only be described as a steam explosion, the creature lets loose a grand last attack, which kills half a dozen men instantly, gravely wounds another dozen, and decimates part of the station entirely. Thankfully, no critical infrastructure was hit, and while it seemed as though the entire station might collapse at any point now, the beams hold and you breathe a sigh of relief as you restart the pumps. Some of your men also discover a large deposit of gold a clever worker decades ago must have hidden in a small alcove that now lays bare thanks to the elemental's brute force attack. Oh boy. The water elemental can have a chance for an instant party wipe. Well, I'm glad that didn't fucking happen. We move. We continue. We good. After the pump has been restarted, it's finally time to do so with the rest of the systems powering the workshop. You hurry back to the control room and the technical specialists in your group start the procedure immediately. It takes a few minutes, but soon enough you start hearing rumbling noises from the direction of the machine room, as well as the boiler room. Men you taken post up near the pump and other important parts of the system start reporting no malfunctions either. You've successfully restored full functionality of the workshop. Finally, we can start exploring parts in the main room that were previously cut off. Good shit. And ancient dwarven knowledge. Alright, how long until I can click this button? I just need some more Diplo points. Holy, a lot of great projects I can do now. We'll just keep going as we are. Almost have enough. Hey, the recent advances. We got some Artificer Exo arms. Mechanical limbs powered by clockwork and controlled through a divination magic-based interface with the user's mind. Beautiful. We will research again. This time, we can either do sending stones for extra diplomats. We can do reform progress growth. We get shock damage received with the magic missile deploy it. We'll do that. And with our new invention, the Artificer Exo arms, I will enable it. Let me see, actually, can I get more artificers yet? Yeah, a couple more. Ignore that, I think. Oh yeah, I can select a deity. I'll go with you. Oh no, Tunger! You need help? You love the monuments mod so much, especially the old bits of lore. I agree. I think that's the one area that Anbennar really falls down and needs some help. It doesn't use monuments nearly enough for my liking. But anyway, a new era for our people. All the efforts of the past decades has led us to this moment. Our new gnomish citizens are integral and accepted members of our civil service and wider kobold dwarf society. We can now begin restructuring our own government, one closer to the scientific state of the old gnomish hierarchy. Our future will lie in the pursuit of scientific progress, dwarves and gnomes working hand in hand to surpass the glassmaking achievements of our forebears. I just want to point out as well, this stuff with the gnomes, fuck all to do with the cat bar. Fuck all to do with the Gomo situation here. Absolutely nothing. But thematically, so glad that it's working together. So glad, it's so cool. We're accepting the Bahari purely so I can use the library. But yeah, no, I think it's really cool. Oh, okay. I now need more Diplo points again. My bad. That was worth it. Advisor cost, inno gain. Dev cost in the province is pretty good. So yeah, waiting on the Diplo points again to click my mission. But that's fine. No worries. The sundial of Askasur is so good. Where's Askasur again? It's over here, isn't it? It's pretty fat. Land fire damage. War score cost versus other religions. Yo. Absolutely based. News of the Karashi drill. Good for them. Crack those bitches open. Money or stability? I think I'm gonna take the stability. Alright, 1 month, then we click the button. Orghelovar achieved a reformation in their government. It's now a mercantile government focused on science while keeping true to the roots in trading and glass. Our merchants act as spies and traders, the markets as valuable targets for new inventions and other scientific races, especially gnomes as partners and rivals. Some dwarves are among the residents of Orghelovar are old enough to have witnessed the original refounding of the hold, to have seen those early tentative steps firsthand, entering through the old long-broken gate, the crunch of shards of broken glass beneath iron-capped boots, the murmur of some errant orcish warband or the gurgling of still-flowing cisterns is the only sounds to break the tomb-like silence. We've come so far since those days. The empty halls of Orghelovar now brim with life, the voices and music hammering of 100,000 citizens, panoply of colours from the stained glass windows of the hold, and a dazzling array of imported dyes and silks. It's not enough. The old hold of Orghelovar was wealthy too, and this did not save it from the orcs. The world is changing faster than ever before. The refounding of the old dwarf holds, the mad rush westward, the lost continent of the elves, the new faith of the Jad shaking eastern Bulwar. We've only come this far by our willingness to learn. We restarted the glass forges and relearnt and improved upon the science of old Orghelovar. Our growing relationship with the gnomish communities in Canor are ample evidence of the benefits of state investment into artificery and science. If we're to keep ahead of the tides of history, we must not stop here. By fully integrating our guild's existing industrial research into the state, we can form a new kind of government. Not a technocracy dedicated solely to science, but a perfect harmony of science and commerce, each aiding in the advancement of the other. Our merchants will seek out knowledge and opportunities in foreign markets, and our scientists will seek out ever greater applications for our industrial discoveries in homes, battlefields, and workshops alike. The future is crystal clear. Beautiful. So I get a new government reform for our tier 1. Right now we've got the Cobalt Glass Lords giving 40% efficiency in glass and 10 improved relations. Now we're going to keep the glass. Say we'll focus on Artificery. Losing Echoes to Mage Saint makes sense. Done that already. And I get ID cost and trade efficiency. Based. And new missions as well. Very cool indeed. But that will be in a future stream because I am going to end this one off here. We have got more to do, and this is not all because there is mission stuff here. We just haven't unlocked it yet. But yeah, I'm starting to get a bit of a sore throat, so I am gonna head off now. Thank you all so very much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed today's stream. I definitely did. I will be streaming more of Orghelovar at some point in the not too distant future, potentially on Tuesday. I'm not sure just yet though. But yeah, I've had a lot of fun. I hope you guys have too. If you're new here, hit the follow button. Head on over to my YouTube channel and subscribe to that. But yeah, thanks all for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.